Welcome to Sensibly Cynical. My name is Sean, and with me is my co-host Frank Jag. What's up, Frank?
What's up, man? Can you start referring to me as God? I feel like that would make me feel better.
Co-host isn't good enough.
God makes me feel better.
God is something positive. Me co-hosting with you is an unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, today we actually have a special guest, Kevin from Gravity Sucks. Are you ready to actually interview another podcast collaboration?
Hey, he's from Utica.
Okay,
All good people come from there.
Okay, so we're just gonna interview him, and we'll talk about a bunch of random shit, movies, TV shows, whatever else you want to talk about. You want to grill him about your home city.
All right, well, let's see how it goes. Get him on the line.
Okay. And with us on the line is Kevin with Gravity Sucks. How you doing, Kevin?
Good, you?
I'm doing good. So you're based out of Long Island, New York.
Let's talk about that first off. Why would someone live in Long Island, New York? I mean, first off, Trump cut the taxes, right? So the federal taxes were lower, and then Cuomo goes around and raises the taxes on New Yorkers to make up for it. So do you guys even have a take-home pay?
No, I mean I'm not even on Long Island yet. I'm here now, but we're in the process of moving here because Cuomo just gave us a notice that everyone that works in the toll booths on the thruway is losing their jobs.
Love that guy. He's a stand-up guy right there.
I'm a Floridian through and through, so this is out of my wheelhouse. You know, I have Chris as our. You know, I'm known Chris, and Chris was our governor, and then now we have Rick Scott, who bought his way into the election. So I don't know anything.
He's still better than Cuomo. But going back to now you're moving to Long Island from the great city of Utica, also known as the city God forgot about, correct?
Yeah, on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
God.
Place is a fucking shithole.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah. I told him, he asked me about you guys' podcast, and I told him that you guys are basically us on steroids.
Sometimes I get a little out of control.
Yeah.
I'm usually drinking, but I did a podcast last night, and I drink, and I'm good for the night. So now I got my water.
Okay, so let's talk about what's going on with I guess you guys want to start talking about the taxes, what's going on with taxes and trade war. What about the trade war?
Well, trade wars turned me on. You know what I mean?
Well, he's starting to, because he's putting so what's the whole deal? You guys probably know it's better than I do. So what's this whole deal about what possible trade war? Kevin, do you know much about that?
Is it because he's trying to impose tariffs on more things?
He's trying to impose tariffs. The main thing is the metal. You know,
right.
Things to build up economies like Pittsburgh and stuff like that, where they make metal. But you know, tariffs. He also wanted to put tariffs at one point on Mexico to get them to pay for till the wall's paid for. But I mean, basically, people think about when people go about the tariffs, they think, you know, the tariffs are going to hurt us because, you know, other countries don't want to trade with us. Well, we operate at such a deficit that really that doesn't hurt us at all. That actually helps us, and that's what he's doing. He's just trying to protect American industry.
Guess we'll find out how it works out. I hope the price of beer doesn't go up because there's tariffs on the cans.
So I have a question for you, Kevin. Since we're on that subject, so how
beer?
No, well we can talk about that later if you guys want. But I have a question about how's the state, like, I guess, of the economy in your part of New York, like, if things still...
They don't have an economy.
No, but what I'm saying is, you know, he knows what I'm trying, like gas and stuff.
Do you have an economy in New York, or is it just overwhelmingly, like, choking you?
It's pretty much like rape. They just take and take and take and don't give anything back.
Hey, it's because of those pensions they have in New York. You get 80% of your salary every year after you retire. Who can afford to pay for that?
It's just ridiculous. Is Florida that much cheaper to live?
Yes. We don't even pay state taxes.
Yeah, Florida no state taxes, and
they give back to the community.
You know, I'm from Central Florida originally. A city, Titusville, like 40 minutes east of Orlando, and They have it. We have it. We had it so. We had nothing to do actually in Titusville, but we had like we could go to like 3 different beaches within a 45-minute driving radius.
Without paying taxes. And
Without
freezing.
paying taxes.
I can go to Sylvan Beach if I'm at my mom's house upstate.
Hey, Sylvan Beach is nice. The water's all gasoline, all that. It's all rainbow colors because all the gasoline in there.
God, who knows what else is in that water?
Man, I was in the water one day wrestling with my buddies in Sylvan Beach. I got driftwood so far up my nail, randomly in there. I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. So
Slimer Beach.
Oh, I gotta love it. Hey, I love Sylvan Beach. First place I ever went streaking.
yeah. Okay, so let's start talking about. Is there any like? You guys want to talk about any movies or sitcoms, or is there anything you guys want to?
Let's talk about the one of my favorite movie coming out right now, Molly's Game. I saw it, and I gotta tell you, that girl is ride or die. Like she had that game. She tried to keep it legit till she went to New York, and you know she ran with some criminals,
Right.
and she wouldn't turn anything over. She gave away what $5 million pretty much. She let the feds keep it, and became a felon.
Mm-hmm.
All to keep people's secrets safe and keep their families together.
Right.
She's a true ride or die girl. If I ever break a law, I want to break a law with her. She's iron. She doesn't break.
I just don't understand how the government could come after you for gambling. It's insane to me. Just because they're not getting their cut, they just took it from her.
It's
It was
greed.
a-
It's just great.
How old is that movie? Did it just come out?
It just came out. She's currently 40, and it was about when she was like 26. But the government, I mean, the reason she took the cut, to cover her ass when people couldn't pay up. I understand that it's against but yeah, it is against the gambling codes, and it is because obviously the state doesn't get their cut and they're greedy. But I mean, they went after her because they were going after the Russian mob. That's what they were going after, and they just used her. They thought they could turn her into a snitch by taking her money. They didn't really care that she was taking a cut. They just wanted to turn her into a snitch on the mafia, and she wouldn't snitch, and their whole
I thought it was a pretty good movie overall.
But she had quality. My favorite line in that movie was when that guy was trying to sleep with her,
Yeah.
and she said, "Why don't you do your family and your kids a favor and run them over with a car?" He goes to her. He goes, "It turns me on when you talk dirty," and she just turns around. And she goes, "God damn it!"
So
Beautiful movie.
I hate Michael Cera though. He's a piece of shit.
I like this guy already. So what about? Is there any sitcoms any comedies that you like? And you know.
I actually don't watch a lot of comedies because I find myself funnier than the comedies.
Well, what about You never seen Big Bang Theory? You know, Sheldon.
I can't. Anyone gets any excitement out of it.
No, it's awesome.
Big
you
Bang
ever seen
Theory?
Big Bang. You've seen Big Bang Theory, right?
I get the funny.
Where Sheldon gets the girl.
Yeah, I get it. But the thing about
I'd rather watch Paint Dry.
you'd rather watch Paint Dry?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about Paint Dry. I mean, I think it's funny because they take these distinguished scientists and they put them on the show to pretty much embarrass themselves.
Yeah.
Over and over again. That to me is funny. So you'd rather watch Paint Dry. So what do you do? What do you do then if you're not much into comedy and TV?
Anything horror. I'll watch anything horror. I love B horror. I just watched They Live by John Carpenter. It's like 1986. That's a great film.
1986. It was made in 1986.
Yes.
It's 2018, bro.
Oh, dude, it's a phenomenal movie. You've never seen it, you should definitely check out that movie. It might change your views on a lot of things.
So when we're talking about horror, are we talking about have you seen the Saw movies?
Yes, I've seen a couple of them.
All of them. They're awesome. It's time to play that game. I love that stuff.
I haven't seen the new one.
It's okay. I mean, it's
You've
just
seen them too, right?
Yeah, it's even the new one, and it's kind of a brain. The thing I like about it is a brain fuck. You never know.
It's a brain fuck. Yeah.
You really never know who's gonna be. It doesn't matter what you think. You never know who's gonna be till the end.
Right.
It's a guessing game.
How about right now, the 3 movies that are up for... I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
For Best Picture are Get Out, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, and The Shape of Water. I've yet to see The Shape of Water or 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, but if Get Out is up there with them...
Yeah, I don't understand Get Out. To be honest with
It
you,
wasn't.
the thing about Get Out is it wasn't.
So what happened? You saw it?
Yeah, but the movie's based on Peel, the guy that ran it. It was based actually on upstate New York, and he was trying to teach people that even in a blue state like New York, black people still aren't safe. And I don't like it because if you see a lot of the things in there, like white people are not walking down the streets and putting black people in random blood chokes.
Right.
And it just made white people look like they were the most racist creatures on the planet.
See, that's how I felt about Black Panther, and everyone's like, "You're crazy."
Black
Movie is
Panther,
way.
Black Panther.
It was overhyped.
That,
was supposed
that
to be-
whole, that whole thing. It got turned into a politically and.
It was supposed to be a superhero movie, and it's good that it was about the country and where it came from. I got that, but the whole argument of the country should take their wealth and spread it to young black people in the hood, like what does that?
No, but I think it's
seems
good
like it
for
doesn't make any sense.
I think it's good for people that are like true fans of cinema. Like there's people that have never seen. I heard that there. I know a lot of people that there's people that never saw a movie in their life went and saw that. So I guess that's a good thing. But I hate how it became like a. Not. It's just a superhero movie. Like people were making it out to be bigger than what it was.
People made it out to be. I don't know. The storyline is fraud.
It's just a superhero movie. Like.
No, yeah, that's exactly what it was, and it just got overhyped, and it was just a superhero movie. It's as good as Spider-Man was. It was no better. It wasn't great.
I haven't seen it, but it's on my list.
The thing I don't like about Black Panther though was.
Yeah.
The movie wasn't really, but Black Panther didn't really feel like the main character in that movie.
Right.
Right, I see what you're saying there. But if you get back to the whole Get Out movie, it was just a remake of Skeleton Key.
Skeleton Key? You think so?
Same exact movie.
It's the
same exact thing.
It is the same. It's actually the reverse, actually. If you think
black, white people, those like, yeah.
They reversed it. But if you really, I didn't think about it that way, but you're right. It is kind of the exact concept of Skeleton Key. The only thing is, Peel, when he made it, he threw racism in there. But if you take racism out, it's pretty much the exact thing as Skeleton Key.
Right.
So we talked about Get Out and how it's based on upstate New York, and I see that you're in Long Island now, and I realize that you're from the area. You spent some time in the area I grew up in, the Utica, Frankfort, Little Falls area, and I already know your answer, but you miss it. I know you miss it. Long Island is nothing compared to the sticks.
I can't miss it.
Why can't you miss it?
They should fucking nuke that whole area.
It's come on. It's beautiful. The best thing is...
There's nothing there.
Yeah, there's a lot
Not
there.
even a hope or a dream.
Oh, come on. Do you know what the best part about it is?
What?
There's cops everywhere, right? But it's not as serious. It's like...
What about the women?
Down here in adult life, it's, down here in adult life, you have to do everything by the rules. If you get in trouble, it's real. There, you do whatever you want. There's no rules down there. You do whatever you want.
What about the
women? To some extent.
You can light a fire. You can have fires in the woods.
What about the women?
Fireworks in the middle of the road.
Frank, what about the women?
Do whatever you want. The women.
The problem, they're all fat because it snows for 7 months out of the fucking year. No one gets any exercise.
When I go home,
this is drugs, sex.
When I go to upstate New York, you know what? I don't even look at the actual.
I don't know anything about it, so I shouldn't be talking.
I really don't even go to the. I don't even read the terminal numbers. I just look where the ugliest people are, and I already know that's where I'm going.
Oh shit!
When you go where up to Frankfurt?
Oh, Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
You can't diss Frankfurt because it's the greatest place on the earth. It's the greatest
place.
place.
That's the problem with Frankfurt. Everyone thinks it's the greatest place.
It's the greatest place on the earth, and everyone there is perfect. I love it.
Yeah, but how much? Like, if you want to get a burger, how much is a burger? I feel like a burger would be. Like, is there good burger joints, Kevin? Is there good burger joints?
It's all pizza and Italian food.
The food is phenomenal. I'll give it that. The only thing that might come out of there is the food.
The food is amazing.
Tomato pie.
Riggy's tomato pie. You can't beat that.
Upside down pizza.
Okay, well
you can't beat that. It's great food.
Let's talk about.
I gain 15 pounds every time I go home.
Let's transition now to the reality television. There was Jersey Shore, and what kind of what do you think the impact, Frank, is of
Well, you got
society in New York.
Jersey Shore, Mob Wives, Housewives in New Jersey. You being in Long Island, how do you think that those shows impact where you live now? Like
in the area.
It definitely doesn't make Italian Americans look good.
Well, I mean, I'm Italian. I'm a guinea wop, unfortunately.
Well, that's because you're from New York. Everyone is.
And I don't really enjoy it. I don't tell people I am because of the whole Jersey Shore thing.
Oh, absolutely.
It got out of control. Like, you can't, these people just live their fake little lives and their Facebook posts. They look like idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's amazing because
Pauly D.
If you're Italian American, if you're Italian American from the area, everyone thinks you're like that.
You guys
so
hear
they just always come up to you fist pumping.
Well, we're in the
And you're like, what the frick?
We're in the Panhandle, and they did a Floribama Shore.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it pissed everybody off.
Jersey Shore.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
It's literally
it's on MTV right now.
I saw them when they were recording it. I was actually had to be at the club they were recording it.
Right?
Literally, the people looked like me with weird haircuts and just a lot bit taller.
If you look at
a bunch of cousin fucking.
If you look at the past.
Well, this is the South. This is the South.
Yeah. That's what I mean, cousin fucking.
Yeah, it's
some Alabama.
I'm sure it's an unspoken truth.
And then I also heard that they're actually bringing back Jersey Shore.
They better not.
They are in Florida.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just I blame shows like Survivor and Big Brother and all that shit for starting the whole reality TV thing. And then scripts started getting more scripted.
Well, I mean,
it's not reality TV. It's bullshit.
All that stuff is scripted. But I just want to make one more point about upstate New York. Down there in Long Island, where you live now, you can't have fires and stuff, can you?
Yeah.
Big backwoods campfires and your fireworks and everything like that.
Yeah, it's not like what you would think it is.
I think it's too uptight, isn't it?
Well, this leads to
although
I
spent some time in Hempstead, and over there it's a goddamn war, isn't it?
I don't even know where that is, to tell you the truth.
We're hostile.
I honestly didn't know Long Island was part of New York until a year ago.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be.
That's funny. All right, so let's talk about the whole what's going on with the gun control and how Donald Trump now is on board. I guess I heard that he's on board with 21 and up and get rid of bump stocks. What do you guys think about that?
I didn't know I've never heard of a bump stock until the whole Vegas thing.
It's mostly for an AR-15, so it helps accelerate fire. Like bullets or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It accelerates speed.
We have some of the strictest gun laws in the country.
Yeah, if you're in New York City and you don't have a gun permit, it's 3 years in jail.
You can be like
you can't even have a gun in New York City. I'm pretty sure a pistol.
Yeah, you do if you have a permit, but if you don't, it's 3 years in jail.
Unless you're Plaxico Burress, which you probably don't know who that. You get the joke, right?
Yeah, Plaxico Burress shot himself.
Plaxico Burress was a receiver in the Giants back in the
day. And I know one of the guards that guarded him at the prison.
Oh, yeah. Marcy, right?
Yes.
He went to Marcy. Up there in the sticks.
Yeah. So you have an opinion on that, Kevin, on everything with the what's going on?
I don't see why. I mean, the 21, I'm fine with that.
I thought that was good that Trump wanted to do that.
It's reasonable.
It is very reasonable.
And I think, they say, one thing I doubt is that people, politically, and everyone was talking about how they were doing stricter background checks. I don't believe that that's the case. I mean, I don't have a gun, so I don't know. But I mean, people, these mentally ill people are still getting these firearms like it's nothing. I mean, who's the FBI? Apparently, this guy, what happened this last shooting, that the FBI fumbled,
Well,
at that school.
The thing about gun laws...
the FBI knew something about this guy.
Well, let me ask you this. In Florida, what happens when you guys go buy a gun? Do you even get a background check?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I'm not a gun person.
You can get a gun right at a pawn shop here.
Yeah.
But the thing about gun rules...
I heard you can walk in and buy a pistol.
I don't think you need a permit for that, but I do believe you need one for a concealed carry.
You need a permit.
But the thing about gun
It's not
control,
like Texas, man.
the thing about gun control is it depends where you're buying the gun.
Yeah.
If you buy it down here in the South, it's going to be a lot easier. Some places in Pennsylvania, you can get your background check right at the counter. New York, you want to get a pistol, it's like 6 months. They have to interview everybody, take your first child's leg. I mean, it's real complicated. It depends.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make sense because if you wanted a pistol, I can get you a pistol in Syracuse by 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not hard if you want to get one. Anyone can go get one if they want one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing about gun control. It's not going to stop anybody because you're just gonna empower the black market to carry something.
Exactly.
You're just gonna make criminals rich.
Yeah. Okay, Kevin. Is there, before we wrap up here, is there, you have an open forum, you want to promote your podcast, or you have anything coming up that you want people to check out? I know you guys are on SoundCloud.
You guys are actually the first guest appearance I've done on your show.
Well, we appreciate you being on here. I know we've been in communication for quite a while, and I've listened to a couple of your episodes, and you guys are just hilarious. I like your intro, how it fades. Yeah, if you listen to his podcast, Gravity Sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, the intro was awesome. How they're speaking, and then it's like, you're listening to Gravity Sucks podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
How do you guys do that? I don't want to give away your secret on our show, but
no. I'll tell you after then how to do it. But check out Gravity Sucks. We're on Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe. Instagram. I'm always on there. If you want to be a guest, let me know. I'm definitely gonna set up so we'll after this have you guys come on.
Yeah. Frank has no life, so he's probably available whenever.
He might be
all right.
of that.
No, I'm just.
It's all right.
I'm just kidding.
I'm bouncing around.
Yeah. No, but it's cool, man. We'll definitely set something up. We appreciate you coming on, and we'll definitely be in touch.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Whoa! That's not the end of the show.
Oh, I thought we were done. I thought we were
fuck,
done.
man?
No, listen, dude. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you ending these things quickly. And
Fine.
No, let the guest talk. He wants to talk. Let him talk.
Okay.
Maybe
sorry.
I don't even want to fucking be here anymore.
Jesus, this guy. I apologize. He's from the South. He doesn't understand manners.
No hospitality whatsoever.
No Southern hospitality. I don't know what this guy's doing.
I don't know, but yeah, let's continue the conversation.
So you watch Game of Thrones, right?
Yes.
So I'm confused about Game of Thrones. Like it's about like medieval stuff and fighting and backstabbing, but one part I can't get past. What is it taking place here in the South? Like what is this with siblings having sex and kids with each other?
I don't know. It's the reason I watched it. I wasn't watching it at first because anytime something has a huge gathering, I feel it's usually terrible or it sucks. So I was like, whatever. It's probably not. It's like The Walking Dead, just overrated.
I hate
So
that
then
show.
I was like-
Can we just talk about how much I hate that show?
You guys,
It's mindless zombies
you
going
guys-
after each other for no reason, and you just shoot them. It's like hunting season with deer.
Listen, I've already got pushed aside, so you guys have at it with this stuff. I'm not.
Sean, why are you still talking?
I'm sitting over here. Here, you want to sit in the middle?
All right. So anyway, so what do you think about The Walking Dead? What do you hate about it?
I just hate it. It's just boring. It's the same thing. I watch Fear the Walking Dead, but it's a played out soap opera. I feel.
Yeah, it really is. It's really not good at all. But back to what you're talking about, Game of Thrones. So you said because most of that popular stuff really sucks. So what kept you with that?
Well, I'm really into the whole sword fighting, medieval thing, movies like that, and I wanted to get my girlfriend to watch something with me, so then we started watching it together, and she loved it. It's a really good show. Like, anyone can get into it.
Really?
You never know who's going to die.
Hold on, Frank. I'm going to go get my cranberry juice. So
Yeah.
you guys,
Seriously, why are you still here?
I'm just going to go get my cranberry juice. I'm leaving the set.
You got a kidney infection?
You guys can have a bromance on air.
So have you seen the show that's really close to Game of Thrones? Vikings? It's on the History Channel.
Yes. I watched most of it.
I've watched
that?
the whole thing, but a lot of that is historically based, on Ragnar Lothbrok and everything. That's actually how he died.
Yeah, I didn't know he died. I didn't know he died yet.
I thought you said
I
you watched most of it.
I maybe not. What season? I've seen 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh, they're in like season 5.
Yeah, that. Nope, I didn't see it. You just ruined it for me.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that. But what,
You
but
should-
how about Lagatha? What do you think about Lagatha?
What about her?
What do you she's just ruthless, isn't she? You can't keep her down, and if you do, she eventually just kills you.
Strong female leads like that. Arya Stark is probably similar character.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like a year since I've watched Vikings, but it's a lot drier than Game of Thrones.
Yeah, a lot of violence. I love it. I love it.
It's
I just
good.
love their whole mentality. I kind of want to be
Yeah.
a Viking.
Have you ever seen Westworld? That's a really good show.
I haven't.
It's like a sci-fi AI kind of thing, but it's pretty cool.
A lot of
That's
violence.
a good one.
Or just sci-fi.
There's a lot of violence.
Good, because if it's not violence, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, so
People pay to go into an AI and kill robots and stuff.
so Kevin, is there any show, any other show
You came back?
Yeah, I got my cranberry juice.
Who let
I'm
you
good.
back in?
I'm good.
I should
got
have
my
locked the
cranberry
door. I
juice,
should have
asshole.
locked the door.
So, is there any other show that you recommend?
Just my podcast, Gravity Sucks, SoundCloud.
I mean, besides that.
Right.
Have you guys seen the Tupac movie? All
No.
Eyes on Me.
I haven't.
No.
So tell us about it, Frank.
I'm gonna save.
Give your movie review for the show.
I'm gonna save you guys time. Don't go see it.
Oh, really?
This is what happened.
So you're gonna tell our audience not to see a movie?
You don't want to see it. This is what happened. Tupac got rich because he was talented. He's extremely ignorant. He made all the worst friends in the world. They got him killed. And they shot at him a bunch of times.
Suge Knight killed Tupac.
Who killed Tupac?
Suge Knight had him killed.
Nah, man. I think the Crips killed him.
No, that's what they want you to think.
If Suge Knight killed Tupac, I gotta tell you, Suge Knight really wanted to sell it. Yo, I want you to sell this murder so bad. Shoot Tupac. I want you to shoot me in the head too. Cause they shot Suge Knight in the head too when they killed Tupac.
Maybe it was an accident.
Maybe. I mean that really sells it though. Suge Knight gets shot in the head. He wanted to cover it up so bad.
I guess, yeah, you never know. I didn't know he got shot in the head. That might change my mind about the whole
Yeah.
fact.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Suge Knight killed Eazy-E, but not Tupac.
No, the U.S. government killed Eazy.
No, I think it was Suge Knight when they slipped him a little something with a needle when they jumped him.
I think that they were tired of him influencing the L.A. riots and getting everyone riled up with their gangster rap.
But not Suge Knight. That guy's a freaking criminal, and the guy's
He's a
pretty much a
nut
terrorist.
job.
He's pretty much a terrorist.
He hung fucking Vanilla Ice over the banister and threatened to kill him if he wouldn't sign over all his money.
Hey,
Seriously.
Vanilla Ice is my guy. Don't talk shit about Vanilla Ice.
And then you no longer have a valid opinion
Vanilla
on
Ice,
rap.
Ice, baby. Come on.
So who's your favorite rapper?
Kanye West.
Kanye, really?
He's the
Yep.
guy. He's the guy that was rude to Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kanye West.
And said Beyonce should have won that award.
What
Yeah.
do you like about his old stuff, like College Dropout and stuff? Those CDs were good, but this new stuff, he calls himself Yeezus. He's a little whack job, isn't he?
The music is amazing.
You think so?
I wish someone could compare.
Oof. You know, I gotta
I'm
tell
a
you.
Drake guy.
Deep down, I'm mad at Kanye West, because him and 50 Cent made that deal, that College Dropout would outsell Massacre, and he said, and then 50 Cent goes, if Massacre doesn't outsell College Dropout, I will retire, and then it did, and then he had to retire, and it was awful. I missed you.
I recently started listening to 50 Cent, and he's actually a pretty good rapper.
50. That's my other guy. You know, in the club, wankster.
So this Gravity Sucks podcast you got. So you got some merchandise that you got going there, huh?
Yeah, I bought about 200 of these bracelets
I
to
told-
give
I
out
told
on
him-
St. Patrick's Day.
I told Frank that we should get some stickers, and he's being a cheap ass. He's like, I don't want to spend money. I'm like, we have some shit. I think we have a good dynamic, and I'm trying to push the podcast, and he's just like, half the time I think he's just doing this podcast just to shut me up.
Well, you know what? If you want, I just got some magnets from Magnets on the Cheap, it's called. And I think I paid for a 3x12 magnet. They were like $1.50.
Frank's not gonna buy shit. He's a cheap ass. He thinks somehow we're gonna get listeners organically. Like no one's gonna listen to this shit without some sort of boost.
No, it happens.
See? You like Drake.
Yeah, God's Plan, that new song, that's like my shit.
Like, you like
Yeah,
Drake,
yeah.
and you want me to take your opinion seriously.
You should listen to that song, God's Plan. It's really good.
I'll have to check it out when I find the time I don't have to listen to it.
Yeah,
No, I'm
don't do it.
serious.
It's
I'm
Drake.
serious.
Drake sucks.
It's a good song. You know, you can just find it on Pandora. You know.
All right.
But,
I'm sorry.
Is that? Oh no, you're fine. Is that?
Yeah, I think we're reaching a time where it's time for sensible and cynical thoughts. And being the guest on here, do you want to do your own sensible or cynical thought?
I don't even know what a sensible, cynical thought is.
Okay, sensible is like positive. Cynical is negative. There.
On the topics that we discussed and the direction that it's going.
So you give me an example.
Okay, so
here's gonna be my sensible thought. We talked about the Valley, we talked about New York. So I'm gonna be cynical on New York and say that Cuomo's destroying it. But I'm also gonna be sensible, and we talked about a great place in Frankfurt, New York, where greatness is just bred throughout. And I think more people should go to
the
Frankfurt.
inbreeding there is out of control.
And I think that more people should go to Frankfurt and experience the greatness that brews there.
I can't do it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So say that again.
Yeah.
So Kevin, do you have a sensible or cynical thought?
I have a cynical thought.
Okay, go ahead.
These movies that they make now are complete fucking garbage.
Well, I agree.
I like it.
And I waste a lot of my time watching these piece of shit movies that no one puts any thought into, and it's all about the money at the end of the day. There's no art anymore. Art is dead.
All right. And I'll go sensible. I think I'm gonna talk about how, you know, these actors and actresses, I think they deserve, some of these legends, I think they deserve a lot more credit. I mean, there's a new movie that came out called The Post. I don't think you guys saw it, but I saw The Post, and I feel like, I don't know, you have Meryl Streep, she's like a legend. And The Post was obviously the Washington Post, and it was based on like an article or a story that leaked about the war. And like this was before Watergate with Nixon. It was kind of a big deal because this was like a brand new thing this was leaking a lot of issues, like leaking if they released like this certain article that had a bunch of how the government was taking control of the war, like on purpose, purposely killing people for benefit. And
right.
I just feel like movies like that get kind of forgotten about. So that's no. These actors and actresses deserve credit, Frank.
I've seen better acting in porn.
I agree there. You ever seen Stormy Desert? Classic.
I can't afford the premium package.
All right, Kevin. So I'm gonna since I don't know when to end this podcast, I'm gonna let Frank end it so I don't get shamed again. Go ahead, Frank, end the podcast.
All right. Well, Kevin, thanks for coming on, and it was great to catch up with you and really learn about your interest with society, culture, and how much you love the Valley. Well, thank you for coming on, and we will be sure to talk to you soon.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thanks.
All right, take care, buddy.
Take care. And this is Frank, Sean, and Kevin signing out from Sensibly Cynical. Have a great one.
Hey, Frank, payback's a bitch. We got to promote our podcast on iTunes. What do you think about that? We got to promote. You know, you gotta subscribe, you gotta rate and review us on iTunes.
Yeah, and please email us so we know anyone that's out there that has any thoughts about our podcast or wants us shout out on the podcast. Feel free to email us.
Sensibly Cynical Podcast at gmail.com. We are on Twitter, Cynical Sensibly. We are on Instagram, Sensibly Cynical Pod. And I'm trying to think where else we're on. Oh, yeah, obviously we're on Facebook. Thank you for listening to, this is episode 26. So, take care.